All right, we have 4 Enphase 10C batteries here, good for 40 kilowatt hours of capacity. This is, in my opinion, one of, if not the best and highest quality solar system and battery storage system that you can get right now. I would say that between Enphase and Franklin, those are the top 2 in terms of high quality battery storage solutions. And there's a few pros and cons to both. You know, it's not just like there's one black and white best battery product. Every battery product has different pros and cons. And so the reason why we went with Enphase on this house in particular is that, as you can see, there's not much room over here because of the windows and doors and such, and the electrical panel isn't over here. So where is the electrical panel? So the electrical panel is actually on the other side of the house, and we weren't able to install these batteries over there. I'm going to show you in a minute when we go over there how there's even more sliding glass doors, and there's just no room to have the batteries over there. So in order to install the whole system, and with the fire codes and the building divisions being so strict about where these batteries can go, this was the only place, literally a 150-foot conduit run from that main panel. And so the reason why we went with Enphase is because they utilize the new meter collar, which allows us to not have to run a 200 amp conduit from all the way over there back to the batteries and then back to the main panel. Just alone, the cost on that is not $10,000, but it's like about $5,000 to $6,000 in installation additional costs because of this really expensive wire, and it had to have been almost 2-inch conduit. It would have been very expensive. So with Enphase, because we're utilizing that meter collar, which I'm going to show you in a minute over there, we actually only have to run 2 80 amp lines. Let's go over to the other side and I'll kind of show you what we got over there, which is the combiner 6C and the main electrical panel. And as we walk around, you can see that the panels are on the south side of the roof, and I'll try to zoom in so you can see it, but the batteries are right there as well. So the batteries are right underneath the solar panels. And so here's the problem. The main panel is all the way over here. So let's walk over here. All right, and so here's what I was talking about, which is that this conduit right here, well, it does look pretty fat, right? There's 2 80 amp lines instead of 1 200 amp line, which actually saves everyone thousands and thousands of dollars. Here we can take a look at the new combiner 6C, which is kind of the hub, the brain of the whole system. The Enphase 6C has a lot of cool capabilities, which I'll make a video on in the future. But yeah, in general, when you